Have you ever sat on your bed, scrolling endlessly on your phone and thought, wait, what am I even doing with my life? Yeah, me too. It's that weird moment when you feel like everyone else has their thing, their passion, their big purpose. And you're just here like, I guess my hobby is, existing? I remember this one evening. My friend asked me, so what's your passion? And I just stared at him like he'd asked me to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. I mumbled something about liking pizza, which I do, but it's probably not going to be my life's calling. That awkward silence after? Brutal. And the truth is, a lot of us feel exactly like that. Lost, stuck, wondering if maybe we missed the secret class in school where they handed out passions and everyone else just showed up except us. Like, where was I when they were distributing dream jobs and life purposes? Probably in the corner doodling stick figures. The problem is, we live in a world that keeps shouting at us, follow your passion, do what you love, find your true calling. And it sounds inspiring until you realize you have no idea what that even is. Suddenly, you're stressed, comparing yourself to people who seem to have it all figured out, like your friend who's already running a startup at 21, or that girl on Instagram who paints, surfs, sings, and somehow has a golden retriever that looks like it belongs in a commercial. Meanwhile, you're sitting there thinking, my passion might just be binge-watching Netflix and eating noodles at 2 a.m. But here's the twist, the big aha moment. Maybe passion isn't something you find like buried treasure. Maybe it's something you build. Think about it. Nobody wakes up one day, stretches, and says, yes, today I suddenly discovered my passion for astrophysics. It usually starts small. A curiosity, a tiny spark, an interest you keep exploring until it grows into something bigger. Passion doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Sometimes it whispers. So instead of pressuring yourself to have all the answers, think of passion as an experiment, like being a scientist of your own life. You try things, you mess up, you try again. And along the way, you discover patterns, the stuff that makes you lose track of time, the things that feel meaningful even when they're hard. Here's a simple way to start. First, pay attention to what excites your curiosity. Not the stuff you think you should like, but the stuff you genuinely enjoy. What videos do you find yourself watching late at night? What conversations light you up? That's a clue. Even if it feels random, like, why am I obsessed with watching documentaries about ancient Egypt? Don't ignore it. That spark matters. Second, try new things. I know, easier said than done, but think of it like sampling free food at the supermarket. You don't know if you'll love hummus until you try hummus. The same goes for passions. Take a class, join a club, volunteer. Create something even if it feels silly. Most passions don't appear fully formed. They grow when you give them room. Third, stop waiting for the perfect passion. Perfection is a trap. You might think, if I don't love it immediately, it must not be my passion. But here's the thing, passion often develops through skill. The more you practice, the more you care. Think about it. The first time you played a sport or an instrument, you probably weren't great. But the more you improved, the more fun it got. Passion and mastery go hand in hand. And finally, remember this. Your passion doesn't have to be one giant life-defining thing. Sometimes it's a combination of small things that bring you joy. Maybe you love writing, helping people, and traveling. Together, those pieces can shape a path that feels meaningful. Don't box yourself in by thinking it has to be one single answer. I know it's scary to feel lost. But being lost doesn't mean you're failing, it just means you're still exploring the map. And honestly, that's kind of exciting, because it means there are still so many doors you haven't opened yet. So if you're sitting there thinking you're behind, you're not. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, in the middle of figuring it out, like the rest of us. And that's okay. Your passion will reveal itself in little sparks, in the small moments you choose to pay attention to. And one day, you'll look back and realize those sparks added up to a fire. So here's my challenge for you. This week, do one thing that makes you curious, even if it feels random. Write it down. Notice how it makes you feel. That tiny step might just be the start of something big. And hey, if this video made you feel a little lighter, a little less lost, hit subscribe. Let's figure this out together, because nobody should have to wander alone.